Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is lesson 2. Today we're going to be covering everyday versus everyday. So everyday 2 words versus everyday 1 word. This is a mistake that comes up very often in writing. That's when I notice it. Actually in speech you probably won't notice it so easily because people speak pretty quickly when they're speaking naturally. If anything, there might be a little bit of a slight pause with everyday 2 words as opposed to everyday 1 word. Yeah, so I could, just to show you, everyday 2 words is an adverb of frequency. And this actually means each day. This is the one that you're going to be using the far majority of the time. Probably more than 80 to 90% of the time, this is the one you want. And here's the perfect examples, or very good examples, like every day I wake up at 6 a.m. or every day I get off at work at 5 p.m. or here we say I go to that coffee shop every day for lunch. All of these situations simply mean each day. Each day you do something. The one to probably give a little more concentration to, because it's the one you use a lot less, is every day as a single word. Every day as a single word is an adjective. And the meaning is different. The meaning is very different. It means ordinary or common. So here the perfect example is, if you are going on a date, don't just wear your everyday clothes. Don't just wear your common clothes. Don't wear your ordinary clothes. Put on something fancy. Put on something special. So in that case, every day basically means ordinary or common. So note, of course, if it's an adjective, every day will usually almost always be followed by a noun. So you got an adjective and a noun usually directly next to each other. Okay, good. So I guess this is another example. Those sneakers are good for everyday wear. I hear everyday wear a lot. You will come across everyday people, everyday wear. Yeah, these are the ones that you usually come across. Like I said, I could understand sometimes that how students of ESL, English as a second language, could make this mistake. Throughout my life, I've also noticed that it's even a common mistake among native speakers too. So don't feel bad. Sometimes I've seen it in writings where native speakers have made this mistake. And so, okay, anyway. One of my first memories of hearing the word every day was, it was a song a long time ago, even though it's been remade several times. But when I was a kid, there was this song, Everyday People. And I don't remember all the lyrics, but I do remember this line. It had different strokes for different folks. So, I'm everyday people, different strokes for different folks, which is also a very good idiom. Different strokes for different folks simply means that different people like different things. Maybe different people are into different hobbies or activities, or different people might be attracted to different people. Maybe some people like, maybe some men like a tall girl, some men like short girls, or maybe some women like muscular men, or something else. It just means everybody kind of has their own thing. We say different strokes for different folks. Okay, alright, good. And one other thing, because like I said, I live in Asia, so sometimes I will see mistakes in signs too. And one place that I went for breakfast often had a mistake in a sign. And their sign was, they reported everyday delicious. And really here, the correct way would have been delicious every day. That's really what they should have said. But you want to be careful because if you're doing this, you don't want to make the same sort of mistake. Everyday delicious it's wrong in a couple of ways. One, delicious is an adjective. You shouldn't be using 2 adjectives together. But as in a sign, you can get away with a little bit more. If you say delicious every day, and to be honest, the restaurant was pretty good, and the food was very good, and the prices were very good. But if you say everyday delicious, Here, every day goes back to this other meaning, means like ordinary or common, and I know that's not what they wanted to express. So you want to be careful of that. And yes, so just pay attention to every day. Again, just to note again, remember every day, 2 words, is an adverb of frequency. This is the one that means each day. This is the one you're going to use most often. And every day, 1 word is an adjective. Okay. Well, I hope that clears it up. Thank you very much for listening.